I'm so excited to be talking to Sallie here at the Paley Center about Dynasty. Welcome to the Paley Center.
Thank you very much.
Now tell me, how did you sort of take the old classic iconic Dynasty and modernized it up for the CW?
Well, we certainly gender flipped a role or two. We wanted to have more representational casting for 2017, also to reflect our new setting, Atlanta, which is where I'm from actually, and I just wanted to have a show that everyone could kind of get together and watch, whether that's people on the left or people on the right, and have conversations about what makes Dynasty relevant in 2017.
Well, I'm fascinated by it because I grew up watching it. I remember one of the things I really loved about Dynasty was it had such strong female characters, and back in the day, there weren't a lot of strong female characters.
Right, yeah.
Can you tell me how you sort of modernized that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like Crystal and Alexis from the original, I think people probably watched those shows and it was a little bit cathartic, like those cat fights, and it was cathartic for women at the time who didn't really have those women to look up to. And our show is actually reframed through the two women more so than Blake Carrington. The original was more Blake caught between the two women. Our show are the two women kind of vying for the dynasty, which also means their careers, which they're both career-minded women, more focused on that than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, Dynasty has always been about the women, and the men have been after effects for me.
Yeah.
Now, when you're working on the show, moving it to Atlanta because of your hometown, did you film in Atlanta?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Wow, so we'll have some real film.
Filmed in Atlanta, set in Atlanta, yeah. It's fantastic.
Now, working on the show and bringing it to the CW, I have to say that is one hot Daddy Carrington.
I agree. He's right down there. You can tell him yourself. Yeah, Grant's show is fantastic. And his relationship with Nathalie, who's playing Cristal, is, I think, such a joy to watch. They're so interesting. I mean, they're maybe the world's most aspirationally beautiful couple. They're fantastic. And then, and Liz Gillies rocks it as Fallon, and she's a little bit what I wish I was, especially at her age. And James McKay as Stephen is kind of our moral center of the show, and he's plays this role with great intelligence, which is what we're looking for to pair with Liz Gillies because she's so whip smart and badass. So yeah, it's a great cast.
So watching the show now versus back then, did you use that as a blueprint? Are there a couple of episodes that we get to see an homage to the old one? Cat fight, slap, 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 and of course the pool fight.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there'll be more than one cat fight on the show for sure. The lily pond fight is a very iconic moment that you'll have to hold your breath to see. But there are little things too, like even our titling system for each episode is based on a line from the original series. And then the pilot has more than one little moment, these little gems that we kind of ripped off from the original pilot even. The Fallon biting the head off the cake topper. There are also references to Alexis Carrington that informs the audience that she's coming. So I won't tell you when, but it's going to be fabulous. Yeah.
I was wondering when the mommy was coming.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You can never forget the mommy.
Of course not. No, she made the family. She made the dynasty. She's super important. Yeah.
She really is. Now, when you were casting for the show, how did you decide who to flip as far as gender and sexuality versus who to keep as the original?
Well, Fallon, for me, her twist is that she's queer. Like, she was promiscuous in the original series. She wasn't so much about work. It was mostly about her relationships. So that was a kind of self-evident change, especially when we found Liz Gillies. For Stephen Carrington in the original, he was questioning his sexuality. He was sleeping with men and women in and out of the closet. And in our show in 2017, we wanted him to be out and proud and gay, and that meant flipping Sammy Jo because they were kind of a destiny, love affair on the original show and got married, had a kid. So we wanted to honor that by hiring this guy on my left, the fabulous Rafael De La Fuente, to play our Venezuelan pot-stirring gay lover.
And he is damn sexy. I cannot wait to see him. And one last question, because I don't want to keep you from talking to everybody else. What's it like being welcomed to the CW?
Oh, it's fabulous. I've worked with them once before on a little show called Life Unexpected, but it's so great. It's so great to be back. And I have to say, they're incredibly supportive. They really do support their writers and the creativity and our partners more than anything, and it's just been so lovely. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to be welcoming our feminine fun, sexy, LGBT welcoming Dynasty this fall, premiering on the CW.
Great. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.